Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I'm Kishore and I'm glad to be back for a video again for you guys. So today on the channel we have an irregular Sudoku. This Sudoku is a leftover Sudoku from the Estonian Sudoku Championship. This was created by Tiit Vunk, who is the 2016 World Sudoku Champion. He was also close to becoming the World Sudoku Champion in 2017 as well, having lost out on the championship by a mere 3-point margin to the eventual champion Kota Morinishi from Japan. So Tiit Vunk is an extremely talented and very fast solver. So we are happy to feature his Sudoku on the channel today. And as I said, this Sudoku is a leftover Sudoku and was not selected for the competition because it was found to be harder for the competition. So before moving on to the rules, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, we would really request you to hit the subscribe button under the video. We'll be extremely motivated if we see you guys subscribing to the channel, as that would help us to know that you are interested in what we are doing. And the rules are: place a digit from 1 to 9 in each row, each column. Standard classic rules, but the difference is that instead of 3 by 3 boxes, we have some irregular shaped regions. As you can see, there are 9 irregular shaped regions: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And in each of these irregular shaped regions, you will also have the digits from 1 to 9 without any repetition. So instead of the 3 by 3 boxes, we have irregular regions. So let us start solving the grid now. So if you look at the middle box, middle irregular region, we have a 2 and a 5 here, right? So they need to be present in row 5 also. So which means that they cannot be present in these cells, because then they would repeat themselves in a region. So which means we have a pair, right? 2, 5 pair must go in row 5 into these cells. And similarly, you have 7 and 9 in row 5 and they cannot go into these 5 cells, but they need to be present in this region. So which means that we have a 7-9 pair. Okay, we have a good start. So looking at column 5, we have placed 1, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So remaining digits are 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this cell can't be 2 or 5. So this is 3 and 4. This can be anything, 2, 3, 4 or 5. So this can't be a 4. So this is a 2, 3, 5. And this can't be a 3. So this is a 2, 4 and 5. So let us look at the middle region again. So you can't have 6 here, you can't have 6 here. So which means that 6 has only 2 options left, either this cell or this cell. So which means that these cells can be reduced to 1, 3 and 4, right? They can't be anything else. Okay, in irregular Sudokus, one of the most important things is the in-out rule, or in other words, the law of leftovers. So what it basically means is that take rows 1, 2 and 3, right? So we know that 3 rows will have exactly 3 sets of 1 to 9, digits from 1 to 9. So this region will have one set of 1 to 9, and similarly this region will have one set of 1 to 9. And look at this region, it has 6 digits exactly, and out of which 3 digits are going outside, right? But we know that the top 3 rows will have exactly 3 sets of 1 to 9. So now, in order to preserve the balance, whatever digits is going out of this region, right, will have to be compensated by the digits which come inside. Let me highlight and show you. The digits which are going outside are these cells, and the digits which are coming inside are these cells, the blue cells, right? So as per the law of leftover, the cells in blue would have to be exactly equal to the cells in red. So why is that the case? So again, as I said, these two regions will have exactly 2 sets of 1 to 9, and from this region there is exactly 3 cells going outside and 3 cells coming into the top 3 rows, which means that whatever cells which are going outside must be compensated by the same digits by which are coming inside those top 3 rows, so that the balance of 3 sets of 1 to 9 is maintained. So this is called the law of leftover or irregular region, or the in-out rule. This is a very important rule in irregular Sudokus, and I can't recommend the importance of this technique highly enough. In almost all of the irregular Sudokus, you will see this technique used in one way or the other. So a slightly different way to see this rule is that, so these two regions will have two sets of 1 to 9, right? And now we need one more set of 1 to 9. So whichever cell highlighted in, let's say I'll highlight the remaining cells in green. So these cells will also have 1 to 9, right? Because the top 3 rows will have 3 sets of 1 to 9. And now if you count the number of cells, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So the third set of 1 to 9 will be formed exactly by these cells. Beautiful, right? And similarly, when you come to the bottom row, the same idea can be used. Okay, this region contains one set of 1 to 9. This region contains one set of 1 to 9. Now the third set of 1 to 9 will be coming from the remaining cells, right? So let me remove the highlighting and highlight the remaining cells by using yellow color. So all these cells will also have digits exactly from 1 to 9. So which means that we can use this technique to our advantage. So if you look at this yellow region, where can the 9 go? The 9 cannot be in this because it is in the same irregular region. So which means that the 9 must go. Okay, I don't know how to remove this panel now. Some panel has appeared on the screen. Okay, let us ignore it for now. So the 9 must be going into one of these two cells, right? Because it cannot be in the same region. So 9 must be in one of these two cells. And we also know that this digit 1 cannot go into the yellow cells because they will contain digits from 1 to 9 and 1 is already here. So which means that 1 is going into these two cells. Beautiful. Now using the same idea, this in-out technique, we know that the 6 cannot go into the green cells here. So 6 would have to be present in the white cells. And 6 cannot be here. So 6 can be placed here. So this would be a 6. And 7 cannot go into any of these 6 cells. So which means that 7 has only two options to get into the green region. So these two cells, out of these two cells, one will be 7. Okay, so if you look at column 2 now, we have a very good deduction. 4 and 6 is already in this region, right? So which means none of these 4 cells can be 4 or 6. So for column 2, we have 3 cells left for 4 and 6, but this cell also cannot be 4 and 6. So which means that we have a 4-6 pair in column 2, which can be quickly eliminated. One of the possibilities can be eliminated. So this will be a 4 and this will be a 6. Beautiful. So we have got one more digit in the yellow region, so which means these two cells can't be 6. That can be helpful later. For now we will focus on the 6. So 6 cannot be here, 6 cannot be here. So 6 will be in one of these two cells. And that eliminates the 6 from this cell, which means we get the 6 here. So look how beautifully the Sudoku is proceeding, guys. The law of leftover or the in-out rule is really helping us. The green and the yellow regions which we deduced from the in-out rules is really helping this all. So this guy is going to be 1 or 3 now, can't be a 4. Okay, so if you look at this region, there is exactly one cell left for the 6, can't be here, can't be here, cannot be here and cannot be here. So this cell can only be the 6, so this will be a 6, which means this cannot be a 6 and this would be a 6. So I think we have got almost every 6. So in column 1, 6 cannot be in any of these 6 cells, which means that 6 would be in these 3 cells, but it cannot be in row 1 and row 3. So 6 would have to go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so we have placed all these 6s now. Okay, this 5 is helping us to resolve the 2-5 pair immediately. So this will be a 2 and this will be a 5. Okay, and 5 in column 1 has only 2 options left. Row 1 column 1 and row 3 column 1, right? So which means that this cell cannot be a 5. because it is in the same region, right? So this cannot be a 5. Okay, even this can't be a 4 as well, because we have placed the 4 here, so which means that this cell will be a 2 and this cell is not a 2, 3, 5. This will be 3, 4 and 5. Okay, we have a very sharp deduction here, guys. So look at this pencil mark of 7 which we have made earlier, because 7 was here and these 3 cells are exactly the same as these 3 cells due to in-out. 7 must be in one of these 2 cells, right? But can the 7 be here? If you have the 7 here, where will the 7 go in column 2? All these 4 cells will be immediately eliminated because it's in the same region and this cell is being seen by this cell. So if the 7 is here, all these cells will be eliminated for 7 and you can't have a 7 in column 2. Amazing deduction, right? So which means that 7 is eliminated from here, so you get the 7 here. So I can understand why this Sudoku was not selected for the competition. These kind of deductions are really hard to see when with the timer ticking in the competition. So let us look at column 8 now. 2, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So remaining candidates are 1, 3, 4 and 9, but 1 cannot be in these cells. So which means they must be 3, 4, 9, and this will be 1, 3, 9 because you have a 4 here, and this will be 3, 4, 9 because of 1 here. So we have a triplet 3, 4, 9, so 1 has only one option left. So 1 would go here. Okay, now if you look at the green region carefully, there is exactly one cell left for the 4 to go inside that, right? 4 cannot be in these cells, 4 cannot be here and 4 cannot be here. So which means that there can only be 4 in row 2 column 9. Okay. Okay, this cell is very powerful, guys. Very powerful, because it has an effect on all of these 5 cells. So what are the possibilities here? It can't be 2, 4, 6 and 7. So it can only be 1, 3, 5, 8 and 9. But you can quickly eliminate 1, 8 and 9, right? Because if you have 1, 8 and 9, all these 5 cells will be eliminated for 1, 8 and 9, and column 2 cannot have the 1, 8 and 9. So which means that it can only be 3 or 5. So and that gives us a 3, 5 pair. Superb irregular Sudoku, guys, just so much fun. So 3, 5, 6, 4 and 7, so remaining candidates must be 1, 2, 8 and 9. So this is 2 and 9, and both of these cells cannot be 2, so this is 1, 8 and 9. 5 is eliminated from here because of the 3, 5 pair, so this is a 5. And this is not a 9, not a 1, so this is going to be not a 2 as well. So 1, 2 and 9 are eliminated, so this is 8. Nothing else is possible. Okay, so this is not an 8 now, this is 1 and 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8. So both of these cells will be 1, 7 and 9, and I have a 7 here, so which means this is not a 7, so this is 1, this is a 7. So let us focus on row 2, 2, 4, 7, 8, 3, 6. So these cells must be 1, 5 and 9, but I quickly eliminate the 1 from here. Okay, we know that these 3 cells must be equal to these 3 cells due to the law of leftover or in-out. So this is a 3, 5 and you have 6, 7. 6 and 7 are compensated here, so 3 or 5 must go here, right? So this must be 3 or 5. Okay, you have an 8 here, which means that 8 has only one option in this irregular region, so 8 would have to go here. So this is an 8. So let us focus on row 3 again. So this must be 1, 2 and 9, right? No other candidate possible. And 1 is eliminated from these cells, which means that we'll have a corner pencil mark of 1 in these cells, and that eliminates the 1 from here. Sorry, so this is not a 1, this is 3 or 4. Okay, let us look at this cell. It cannot be a 5, so this would be 2, 3 or 9. So these 4 cells must be 2, 3, 5 and 9. Okay. Okay, 7 cannot go here, which means that 7 must be in one of these cells. It seems that we have to keep chipping away at this Sudoku. There is no straight deduction. Okay, this cell cannot be 2, 7, 9, 5, 6, 8. So this is going to be 1, 3 and 4. But 1 cannot be here, right? Because 1 is already in the yellow cell. So this is 3 or 4. And now we have a 3, 4 pair in row 8. Amazing, guys. All the deductions are really deep. So the moment you uncover something, you have to deduce something else to get a pair. 2, 5, 6, 8 and 3 and 4. So remaining are 1, 7, 9. So this is 1, 9. This is 7, 9 because of 1 and this is 1, 7 and 9. So which means 1, 7, 9 triplet eliminates the 9 from here. So this is 3, 4 and we have a 3, 4 pair here. So 1, 7, 9, 2, 3, 4, 6, right? So this will be 5, 8 and this will be 5, 8. And that gives a 3 here, right? So I think we have got the crucial breakthrough in the Sudoku. So this 5, 8 pair gives us a 3 here, and which means that this cell will be a 3, this would be a 5 immediately, and this 3 gives us a 1 here. So this will be 3, 4, we have a 3, 4 pair. And because of 5 being here, that 5 has only one cell left in this region, so 5 would have to go here, which means this cannot be a 3, this would be a 2, 9, and that gives a 1 here, which means this is not a 1, this is a 7, 9. Okay, 2 is eliminated from this row. Okay, 5 cannot be here, so this is not a 5, this is 1 and 9. So you have 3, 4 here and 9 must be in one of these two cells, right? 9 must either be here or here. So which means that you cannot have the 9 here. We have made a pencil mark of 9. I wonder why. Yeah, I got that. We know that the yellow region must contain 1 to 9, right? As we deduced earlier. But these 6 cells cannot contain 9 because of this 9, which means one of these yellow cells must contain a 9. And 9 is already narrowed down to these cells, which means this cell cannot be a 9. So this is a 9. And that gives us a host of other deductions. So because of the 9 here, we get a 1 here. Sorry. So this is a 1. This will be a 9. This will be a 1. This is not a 1 anymore. Okay, so row 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So remaining must be 7 and 8. So 2, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4 and 6. So remaining must be 1 and 5. And because of this 5, we get a 1 here. And this would be a 5. And this one immediately gives the 1 here. So this is not a 1. Okay, let's look at columns 3 and 4 because it's filled in already. 5, 6, 9, 1, 7, 8. So remaining must be 2, 3, 4. This is 2, 3, 4 and this is 2 and 3 because of the 4 here. And column 4 has 1, 2, 4, 6, 3 and 7. So remaining must be 5, 8 and 9. But because of the 5 here, this is not a 5. Because of the 9, this is not a 9. Okay, we have a 5, 8 pair. Pairs and triplets all over the place. Amazing, guys. 5, 8, so which means that this is a 5. This is one of the best irregular Sudokus I've solved in a long time. So because of the 5, 8 pair, I eliminated the 5 from here. So we get a 3, 4 pair now. So this 3 eliminates the 3 from here. This is not a 3. So if you look at this cell, it cannot be 1, 2, 5, 3, 4 and 6. So it can only be 7, 8 and 9. Nothing else, right? So which means there is only one cell left for the 4 in row 4. So this would have to be a 4. Which means 9 is getting pushed here. So this will be a 9 and this will be a 3. And this 3 immediately gives a 4 here because it's in the same region. Which means this is a 3. And which means this cell cannot be a 3 now because of the 3 here. And this 4 immediately gives a 3 here. So 3, 5, 6, 8, 1 and 9. So these three cells must be 2, 4 and 7. So 7 cannot go into these two cells because of the 7 here. So 7 would have to go in this region in row 9 column 1. So only cell left for the 7 in the yellow region. So these two cells must be 3, 5, 8, 1, 6, 7, 9. So 2 and 4, right? These two cells must be 2 and 4. So if you look at the yellow region now carefully, we have got all the digits from 1 to 9 neatly filled in. So 1, 5, 6, 8, 9, 3 and 7. So this must also be 2 and 4 for the column. And you have a 4 here, which means that this is a 2, this is a 4, this 4 gives in a 2 here. And this 2 resolves this 2, 9 pair, which means this is a 9. And that 9 gives us an 8, which in turn gives us a 5 and a 9. So column 4 is completed, and this 5 resolves this 8, 5 pair. Okay, so this 9 resolves this 9, 7 pair. So this is a 9, this is a 7, which immediately resolves this 7, 8 pair, and 7, 9. So this would be 8. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6 and 9 and 8. So this will be a 3. And this 9 resolves this 7, 9 pair. So 1, 3, 9, 4, 5, 6, 8. So remaining candidates are 2 and 7. So you have a 7 here. So this is a 2. This is a 7. This 2 gives us a 4 here. A 3 here. A 2 here. And this must be 3 for the row. And this 3 resolves this, gives a 4 here. And the only digit left is 8. And with that we have got the completion message. We have successfully completed the Sudoku. So the main things about the Sudoku, if you noted, was that deducing that this green region contains digits from 1 to 9 and the yellow region also contains digits from 1 to 9, which was caused due to the fact that we have 3 sets of 1 to 9 in rows 1, 2 and 3, out of which we have 2 regions clearly demarcated in those 3 rows, and the other set of 1 to 9 must be from these highlighted cells. So hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this irregular Sudoku. It definitely illustrated the in-out concept exceptionally well. So do let us know your thoughts in comments. We'll be happy to hear what you think. So take care until we see you soon with the video. Bye bye.